Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some cheese spreads from Carr Valley Cheese. I have the sharp cheddar, the Swiss almond, the toasted onion,
Brew Master, and spicy beer.
These were $8.49 each at Whole Foods. Kevin spotted these actually.
They're
Kevin,
9-ounce containers.
okay, so $8.49 for a 9-ounce container.
Yep.
We normally, when you eat a cheese spread, you can put cheese spreads on a lot of things. If you want to put it on a piece of celery, you can. But we usually choose to eat it on a saltine cracker or a Ritz cracker. For this video, we're going to try it straight out of the container because we don't want any interference from any other flavors. Like a Ritz cracker has a buttery flavor.
It adds a lot of flavor too.
And it adds some salt.
Yeah.
A saltine cracker doesn't have a lot of flavor, but it will add some salt.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to try it just by itself.
Yeah, we do get these little spoons.
Yes, so this is the sharp cheddar. It says gluten-free, no preservatives, artificial flavors, artificial colors, added hormones. This is premium aged Wisconsin cheddar spread made with natural ingredients. These are made by Carr Valley Cheese in La Valley, Wisconsin. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It says there's 9 servings in the container. 2 tablespoons is 100 calories.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
Yeah, people have nowadays, in the past few years, you've seen a lot of these kind of spreads on cheeseburgers and stuff. Instead of cheese, putting this on a cheeseburger.
They'll put like beer cheese or pimento cheese on a cheeseburger.
Because it adds a creamier kind of texture to the cheese. That's a thick cheese.
It's thick. So, it would be better for you, if you get these, to use a knife.
Yeah, these little plastic.
And that's what you would normally use, would be a knife. Because you're going to put it on a cracker or something. That is just...
It's like a block of cheese.
It's like a block of cheese. It's delicious.
It's very good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
We have...
it's very firm.
Usually when we make like macaroni and cheese, a block of cheese, we'll slice it up and we'll always fill a couple little blocks. That's what that kind of tastes like.
Yes, that tastes just like that.
Yeah, they've just made it smooth.
They've made it to where instead of a block, literally it's the spread.
Yeah. And it's only slightly softer than the block.
Really, yeah.
Could be softened a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess we've had this in the refrigerator. I guess you could lay it out for a little while.
Yeah, but it doesn't say to lay it out.
No.
It says keep refrigerated. Yeah. So, but
just know that it's gonna be a much denser. There's no way you can put that on bread.
It's definitely not soft like a dip or anything like that. I mean, it's very firm.
Yeah. Like I said, you couldn't put that on bread because it would just tear your bread all to pieces.
And you'll have to choose your cracker carefully because if you get a cracker that's too thin, you're gonna break it. And I hate that when you're putting stuff on a cracker and it breaks in half in your hand and you're like.
See, Ritz doesn't have that problem.
All right, Kevin.
It's better.
I know. Kevin loves a Ritz.
I should be a sponsor.
He should be a sponsor. This is the Swiss almond. It is Wisconsin Swiss and cheddar spread with almond and other natural ingredients. This one is also 2 tablespoons is 100 calories.
The only cheese I've ever had that had nuts is like a cheese ball. You know, we've had cheese balls that you put like.
Yes, and I like nuts with a cheese ball.
This one's also very thick. You're not spreading that one on bread either. It's a little softer. I've been double dipping because we'll probably keep these anyway.
Yeah, I can't imagine wanting to give these away. I like the flavor of this one. You do get the texture of the nuts, so they're teeny tiny. But
hold it. You can see.
But I wouldn't say you necessarily taste almond.
Yeah, there you go.
I still taste cheese, the nice
very
cheese.
strong cheese.
Do you think it's as strong as the
No,
first?
it's not as strong as the first
That's
one,
what
but
I
it
was
is
gonna
a
say.
stronger. It's strong cheese.
The first one was stronger. This one is it tastes like cheese, but it's just a more subtle flavor.
Yeah.
But I do like the addition of those
The texture.
almonds. Yeah, I think that's
me
nice.
personally, they could leave the nuts out. And that would be perfectly fine. I like the flavor of just the cheese.
I do too.
I don't think the nuts really add anything to it, really, except a little bit of texture.
They add texture. They don't add
But
flavor.
if you're going to eat it on a cracker, you're going to get a crunchy texture anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
You're right. You're right. Then that's redundant.
Yeah, it doesn't really add a flavor to it.
This one is toasted almond. It is a premium aged Wisconsin cheddar spread with the toasted onion undertones made with natural ingredients.
I do have to say, this is just as thick as the first one was.
Yes. This is also 100 calories for 2 tablespoons. So this one will be onion. Yeah.
It's like green onion, maybe?
I know. I want to get a piece of that. And there will be another. Yeah, it looks, yeah, it's green onion.
Yeah, my only complaint about these so far, I love the flavors, but they would be hard to deal with.
Oh, yes. That's my favorite so far. Love it. It took just a second to get that onion. Once you swallow, it's like they took cheese and they mixed in green, fresh, chopped up green onion, which I love. Love that. That's
That reminds me of
favorite.
the cheese ball I make with
Yes, it
except
does.
it's not really, mine's cream cheese, not cheese.
Right.
But, kind of reminds me of that little bit of flavor, except it doesn't have the garlic in it.
How do you feel about that onion?
It's fine. It's not a super strong onion
See,
because
to
the
me,
cheese is very, very strong.
Right.
But I do get the onion for sure. It's just not really like in your face onion, which is a good thing.
That would be my choice though, because if I'm going to get a cheese spread, I want it to have a little bit something different.
Something in it.
Right, because, well, I mean, I do like the ability of the first one to take that sharp cheddar. I do like having the ability to, although we have taken one of those blocks before too and just sliced it and put the slices on a cracker.
Yeah.
So really, it's not necessary for me to have sharp cheddar in a spread.
That would be this would be really good on like a hamburger or something.
Yes.
Because I think it's going to melt really nice.
The onion is different.
Yeah, it's going to add a little something to it.
Yeah, it's nice. It adds something different to put on the cracker as well.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
I really like that.
If I were to go between these two cheeses, which is basically the same cheese, I would definitely go with the onion over the plain.
Yes.
If I'm eating it on crackers. Now, if I was eating it on a burger, I'd probably just use the regular because I'm going to add my own onion to it.
I was going to say, although you like onion on your cheese.
Yeah, but I'd put my own onion on it.
Right, I understand that. Okay, so now we have Brew Master. This is premium aged Wisconsin cheese and beer spread made with natural ingredients, 100 calories.
I would think this would be a little smoother, but I could be wrong. A little softer.
It does. I don't know. We'll see.
It's hard to tell. No. Looks about as thick as the other ones do. Yeah, I don't think the spreadability of these is really great, but
You immediately get the beer. Immediately.
like I'm cleaning my spoon completely.
Well, you must be sticking your tongue down in there.
I'm scooping.
And I'm trying to not do that on camera.
I'm doing it in my mouth.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that beer flavor is strong. That beer flavor is actually stronger than most beer cheeses that we've had.
Yes, I agree. So beer cheese actually has beer. And that reminds me of a really nice beer cheese.
Most of our beer cheese has like paprika and garlic and so like some spices. This one is just beer.
I'm wondering if the last one isn't going to be like our beer cheese, because this has the cheese and the beer, but not the spice.
Yeah, there's no spices at all.
Yes, so this one has the spice.
Yeah,
so this is the same thing, I think, but it says it's made with spicy cayenne finish.
So that would probably be more like our beer cheese that we have right now.
That's what I'm wondering. We'll be able to tell you if this reminds us of our beer cheese. And we have a recipe on the channel, beer cheese. It's really old, but it's on there. It's an old video.
Yeah, I probably had darker
Yeah, Kevin's hair probably had not turned gray in that video.
At least not as much.
Had we remodeled the kitchen? I don't know if we were in this kitchen or not. It might be the old kitchen.
Not quite the beer cheese we have around. It's very, very hot. I mean, like, wow. Ooh, I burned your whole tongue. You're not getting that?
No.
Oh, God.
It does have a little.
Well, I cleaned my spoon out, so I got a really big hung. Yeah, it's just, I don't get the flavor of the cayenne necessarily, but I get the heat from it. I don't really get the flavor. Matter of fact, the heat kind of takes over from the beer flavor.
Maybe it just doesn't have as a.
It could be, because some things affect me more than they do Tammy with as far as heats go.
There's a little bit of spice there, but it's not hot to me.
It's not hot to me, but it's not like flaming hot or anything like that.
No, it's not. There's just a very, very hint of a taste.
Yeah, mine was on my whole tongue.
This is nice. This is not like our traditional
No, it's not our beer cheese.
It doesn't have, it does have that cayenne in it, but it doesn't have other seasonings.
Yeah, because we have garlic and onion and onion powder and all that kind of stuff.
And it doesn't have that. So it would be great if they did make one with the cayenne and the onion. Put the onion that you took in that one and put it in this one, but also put some garlic and maybe some garlic salt.
Yeah.
That would be really nice too in one. And they might have one like that. They might have a garlic flavor. Yeah, we bought one of everything that we saw at Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
I do like them.
Out of the two at the end with the beer, I really think the one that has the cayenne, you don't get as strong a beer flavor as you got with just the one with beer.
Yeah, the spicy beer, you very little beer flavor.
It diminishes the beer flavor a lot.
Yeah.
So if you want just the beer and the cheese, which is a delicious flavor, then I would go with the original and not get the spicy one.
Right.
Because you get it, but it's really, they emphasize the spicy on this one.
Yeah.
So out of those two, which one are you going to eat?
I really don't like the flavor
You don't
of
like
beer.
beer though, so that's a bad question
Yeah,
for you.
so I really don't like the flavor of beer, and it's very hoppy, like beer is. So I would probably pick the spicy, because beer cheese around here got a little kick to it.
Oh, it does.
So
you can get mild, medium hot, extra hot.
If I had to buy one of these two, I would buy the spicy one. Although, I'd just be truthful, I would probably buy one of our beer cheeses over these if I wanted a beer cheese spread.
I would too. If I want a traditional beer cheese, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Then we have so
There's
many.
like 40 of them.
Yes, we have so many brands of beer cheese around here that are sold at the store, or we would make our own.
Yeah. And plus,
I don't need to get this.
Plus, they're a little softer, so they're a little easier to spread.
Yes.
I think that's the issue with all these. I really like the flavor of every single one of these, truthfully, except maybe the beer one. But they're really hard.
They are very firm. Yeah, they might benefit them to say, let it sit out for about 10 minutes. But most people don't do that.
No.
Most people take it right from the fridge.
I don't even know let it sit out would really soften it up that much. I mean, maybe a little bit. I don't
You know what you could do with these though is you could use them in a recipe. Like
For sure.
You could make some creamy macaroni and cheese.
You can make some awesome macaroni and cheese. Mix this with some regular cheese.
Yes.
But it's expensive. It's $9 though.
Yes, exactly. But I'm saying if we didn't want to use it on crackers, that's what we could do with it.
Yeah, put it in pasta. Or
I like every single one of these.
Yeah, I think they're all excellent.
Okay, so I would like to know your top two.
I would probably do the onion one.
That's my number one.
And honestly, I really like the flavor of the Swiss, and I don't really like Swiss cheese that much, but I like the Swiss.
I didn't know that.
I wouldn't go buy slices of Swiss cheese, but I do like the flavor of that one because it's a little different. And they could have left the nuts out, like I said, completely. It doesn't really make much difference to me, but these two are the ones I would get.
And I'm gonna go for the onion and the beer. So, but there's nothing wrong with this sharp cheddar at all.
It's just cheese.
It tastes no different than the block. It's just honestly for us, it's not necessary to have it in that form.
Right.
Like I said, you could slice up a block and lay that on top of your cracker, and it's going to be cheaper than to buy this.
Right.
So, you just, you have to think about it that way. But if you're in Wisconsin and you see this brand, you might know, hey, Tammy, they have a garlic and they have all this stuff. You have to let us know, because I have never seen this brand anywhere else except for Whole Foods.
Right, yeah, never ran into it before.
Yeah, but we do have a fresh market. They don't have the space They
No,
might,
it's small.
but you know what? They might sell this. They have a special cheese counter.
I've never seen anything like this.
But no, I haven't seen it there either. But I will be looking for it next time we go in. So.
I think, let me just end on, I think they're good quality. I think they're
yeah.
excellent cheeses.
Yes.
I really don't think $9 is that bad because you go buy a block of cheese and it's pretty
It's
expensive anyway.
Yes, it's
and this
expensive.
is at least as much as a block of cheese is.
Yeah.
Well, it's 9 ounces.
Yeah.
So I do really like the quality of the cheese. It's excellent cheese. I just wish it was a little softer for practicality with spreading.
To make it a spread.
But beyond that, I think it's really, really good.
Yes, I agree. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.